Hey, everybody. All right. So we're so excited. Tonight is Real Women, Real Stories. And tonight is kind of a different night than we've done in the past. We are live right now in a couple of different groups across Facebook. And so welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy that you could join us. We are going to have a $25 giveaway tonight. We're going to have an eStart giveaway that's going to happen as well. So as you hop on, make sure that you say hi in the comments because we want to know that you are here. So, oh, there's Jessica. Hey, Jessica. So here's our plan for tonight. We decided we would create a fun live event featuring a couple of consultants in Mary Kay so that we could share our real stories with you. Like, what is our Mary Kay story? Hey, there's Ashley's mom. Hey, Susan. Hey, Regina. All right. So we wanted to be able to just share our stories because a lot of times people don't know, like, the story behind the pink in the pink bubble. And so that's what we're going to bring you tonight. So I have with me right now Ashley. Oh, I did it. I pointed the right way, which is always opposite. So I have Ashley over here. So Ashley, go ahead and say hi.
Hello, happy to be here.
Yeah, and then below me, I have Allison. And then that way, I have Jen O. Say hi, Allison and Jen.
Hello.
Hi. And then we may have some more consultants joining us. We're going to try to bring them on, but we just want to say hello. All right, so we're excited to be here. So we're going to start out tonight. Now, remember, anytime that you ask a question or you have a comment, throw it in the comment section. That's going to enter you into more of our giveaways, okay? And if you have a question for a specific person, just type their name in the comments, and then we'll have them answer the question. All right. So we're going to get started. So first, I would love for each of you to share, and we'll start with Ashley, then we'll go to Jen, then we'll go to Allison. What do you do besides a Mary Kay business? So do you have another job besides running your Mary Kay business?
Hey everyone. Okay, so starting with me, yes, I do have another job. I work full time. I'm an IT project manager. So basically, I work with a lot of technical people, right, to drive change within my organization to deliver, new technology projects and software and applications and all that good stuff from 9 to 5 throughout the week. Fun stuff.
Yes, you're super, super important with your project management stuff. And she'll try to explain things to me, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. But she does such an awesome job. And she's going to tell you a little bit more about her in a second. But Jenno, how about you? What do you do?
I am an occupational therapist in a long-term care facility locally, and I work 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekends. But that is what I do.
Yes. So, Allison, how about you?
I am a high school English teacher, and my job description is 7:30 to 3, but I don't know the last time I only worked 7:30 to 3.
Yes, you are working a lot of hours right now as a teacher. And we so appreciate all of the teachers in our life who are working extra hard right now to support our kiddos. So, yay, yay, yay. All right. So, we're going to get started. Now that you know kind of what everyone does, all right, what I want to know, like, oh, by the way, I only do this now. So I used to be a physical therapist assistant, and now I'm a mom. So I'm a stay-at-home mom to 4 kids, which I'll talk about that in a second. And I just do this full time. But full time, this is not like working a full time job. I probably don't work more than 25 hours a week. Okay, we have another consultant joining us. It's Miss Messina. There she is. Yay! Hi. She doesn't know we can see her yet. Hi. All right, so we might bring some more on screen. All right, so I want to know from any one of you who wants to unmute, what made you decide to start a Mary Kay business? Like, why did you decide to do something like this? Who
So
wants
I
to
can
go?
unmute.
Go ahead, Jen.
I did it for my personal savings. That's kind of where I started, and it was to save money on my own product and my mom's product. And it completely changed about a year into that. So that's
Yeah.
kind of why I decided to become a consultant.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Anybody else want to answer that? Like, what made you decide to kind of jump in? Go ahead, Allison.
So I know that the ladies on here already know this, and I do apologize if I cough at all. I am getting over a cold. But I actually did not make the decision on my own. I was, and still kind of am, not the best decision maker. I agonize over everything. So if you're like me and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't make a decision like that, I totally get that. I actually just kind of, I guess, talked my then boyfriend, now fiance's ear off about how much I loved Mary Kay and I loved all the events and I totally wanted to do it, but maybe I didn't and I didn't know. And my fiance actually got it for me as a birthday present. And I think the reason that I talked his ear off about it was how much I enjoyed the culture of Mary Kay. And of course, earning the extra money on the side because my teaching job at the time definitely was not enough for the lifestyle that we wanted.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Yeah. Allison used to come to tons of guest events. And she would be like, I think I want to do this, but I'm not really sure, but maybe I do. And so then Phil helped her make that decision. All right, let's welcome Messina at the bottom. So Messina, if you can hear us, do you want to unmute and just tell them, like, do you do anything else besides have a Mary Kay business? Or what does your life look like? I hear someone in the background. That's what
Sorry.
Messina
So
does.
my life is very, very motherly, right? Four
Yes.
kids. Two of them are little, 2 and 9 months, and then I have my teenager, and my other son is outside of the home. But so that's what I do right now. I was a behavior therapist for 16 years, and I recently have just started working my business full time so I can be home with the kids. So I'm super excited about that. I never thought that would be possible. So it's been going well so far. I'm
I
just
love it.
excited to see how I can continue to grow.
Yes, and she has the most beautiful assistant who helps her, May May. She gets in on all of Messina's videos. So we love that. We love
She was
that.
trying
Truly,
to come in.
yeah, she's trying to come in this video right now. I told Danny, give Reagan a bath so she's not trying to get in. All right, so let's go. Let me think of something else that I can ask you. And if you want to answer, you can unmute. So how has Mary Kay having a Mary Kay business, like how has that impacted your life? Meaning, if you didn't have Mary Kay in your life, what would be different about your life right now? Who wants to unmute? Ashley, go ahead.
I'll go first since I didn't answer the last one. So for me, I think that is the key question. Like, what would your life look like without Mary Kay? When you look at it that way, it becomes so clear, like how much of it is a part of your life, right? I'm someone that I like can't sit still in a sense where I don't like to have idle time. I feel like just hanging out or, whatever. Like, I feel like I'm always want to be doing something, and I love filling up my time with Mary Kay, right? Outside of work and the kids and everything else, like this is what's fun for me that I get to do from home, especially now in a virtual world, right? I love going live, connecting with other women, trying new products. I love all that stuff. It's fun. So that's what I get out of it, right? That's my girl time. It's my me time. It's all of that wrapped up into one pink bubble, right? That I get to incorporate into my life. So I couldn't imagine it without it, really.
Yes, I love that answer. That's so awesome. Who else wanted to unmute? Allison, go ahead.
So it's so hard to imagine what my life would be like without Mary Kay. I think a little over 2.5 years now, and that's not counting when I was a customer. But I have grown so much as a person through my Mary Kay business and through the time I've spent with you wonderful ladies. Like I'm one of 4 girls, but my sisters and I are not the same in any way, shape, or form. It still shocks me that people are like, oh my God, my sister's my best friend. And I'm like, oh, really? Because I am not best friends with any of them. Sometimes we can get along now that we are adults, and only sometimes. So I really craved that like sisterhood. My best friend, we were very, very close in high school, but then at college, we've now lived apart ever since. And she was my only like girlfriend. And I wouldn't have 2 of my bridesmaids if, the wedding ever happens, COVID. I wouldn't have 2 of my bridesmaids, 2 of my very best friends. I would not have, like, I still remember my fiance, Phil, saying to me, like, you went to a person's house that you didn't know and ran a party. Like, when I met you, would not have done that. Like, and I didn't even think of it. It didn't even occur to me to like be anxious about that because it was just, it's what we do.
Yes.
And I was blessed with other people's lives.
Yes. So I think that's so fun. And I think we can all attest to that we've all changed and developed, right? And so I think I always tell people that ask me, this is the best self-development course that I believe anyone can give themselves, because they're going to learn people skills. They're going to learn time management skills. They're going to learn money management skills. They're going to learn about themselves. And so I know for me personally, it's been my confidence. So show of hands, just show your fingers. How many years have you been building your Mary Kay business for? Show your fingers. Yeah. So we're all different. We're all different. So I'm 10 years. Ashley's 2. Jenna is 5. Messina's 2. And Allison, you're 3, right? Almost 3. And so I would say that for me, the person I was 10 years ago is so changed, right? It's like when I started my business, I was 22. Yeah, I was 22. And think about yourself at 22, right? Like all of the changes and the transitions that you're going through at 22 years old. And now I'm 32, going to be 33 in 2 months. And, I got to like grow up in Mary Kay. And that is, I find myself to be a lot more mature in some areas that maybe some of my friends aren't, because I'm around women and I'm mentored by women who have a lot of life experience. And in turn, they pass that on to me. And it helps me to be more faith-filled, more confident, just a better person all around, better mom, better friend, all of that. Okay, so I want to know, because we all of us except for Allison, we all have kiddos. Oh, there's Marissa B. Let's bring her on. We have another guest coming. Here she is, Marissa B. Hi, look how gorgeous she looks. All right, so now below me is Marissa B. And Marissa, tell them about you real quick. Just tell them what you do.
Okay, so I am, like Allison, I am a teacher. However, I am at the complete other end of the spectrum. I am a kindergarten reading interventionist. So I work with little kiddos who are struggling with learning their letters and their sounds. And I am also a wife and mother. I have a little girl named Isabella who is growing up in the pink bubble and absolutely loving it. And so, yeah, that's me.
Yes, I love it. All right, so Marissa, what we're doing is when you're not talking, we just mute so that we don't have background noise. And then if you want to answer any of the questions, just unmute yourself. It's like, we're like The View, but positive, right? Like there will be no politics here and all positivity. It's a whole different ball game. Okay. All right. So, we gained one and we lost one. I'm sure Messina will be back. Okay. So, all of us except for Allison on the screen right now are moms. Okay. So Allison, I'm sure will be in the years to come. So we'll be able to mentor her in that. But I want to know, we all have like demanding things outside of our Mary Kay businesses. How do you personally fit your Mary Kay business into your already busy life? How do you find the time to do that? Go ahead, Jenna.
So I kind of work it around the girls' schedule because they are back in school 5 days a week. Thank goodness. Um, and they're back there. So I do have 2 days off during the week. So I use those as my big, huge Mary Kay days to either deliver orders, make contacts with people, follow up with things. But usually when they go to bed at night is kind of when I do my other Mary Kay stuff. But I also incorporate the girls. So they're always on live, well, not always, sometimes on lives with me. And then I help them. They help me make little goodie bags. They help me put orders together and help deliver it. So they like to do that with me. So that's kind of how I sort of work it around so that I'm not taking that family time away from them, but also incorporating them in my business and showing them what they can do as an independent woman as they get older because they're still young. So that's it.
I love that. I love that. I think we all of us who have kids, we try to incorporate them into our businesses, and it's super fun for them. Ashley, what were you going to say? I saw you on mute.
Yeah, I mean, similar to that, right? For me, it's just I just find pockets of time to do a little bit here and there, right? And like Jenno mentioned, right, there's been plenty of times that even Nick, right, and the girls, like, we take a drive to do, and I'm like, oh, let's do some Mary Kay drops while we're out there or whatever, right? So it just kind of, fits in. And especially now with everything being virtual, Nick is right over here sitting next to me watching football, like here I am doing this, right? And so it's really easy to just kind of pop on, pop off, you know. So yeah, I just kind of fit it in wherever I can, hour here, hour there, and you just kind of make it work, like I said.
Yes, that's so true. Allison, how about you?
So I know I don't have kids, but I do. Those of you that are teachers, you're probably going to know more of what I'm talking about. Those who aren't teachers, it might be a little out of your lingo, but I am a 5th-year teacher, but I am going on year probably 4 out of 5 that I'm creating a new curriculum, basically. And that's a lot of work, and it's not super fun. But it takes a ton of hours. I honestly don't know how teachers have children and manage it. But one of the biggest things that is such a blessing in my business right now is that I can work my business when I can, so that when I can't, I don't have to. I got a really bad cold last weekend. My fiance shared it with me. Thanks so much. And I was kind of down for the count. I did not want to touch anything because I didn't want to spread any germs. And I still had people who needed things, and all I had to say was, hey, I'll get it to you as soon as I am good to deliver, because I don't want to have any sneezing germs near you, and I can just work it in. Like, I have customers that I work with that I can just say, oh, hey, let me go next door and deliver your order, or let me drop these samples off in your mailbox on my way to school, and that kind of a thing. So even if you don't have kids, if you just have a really demanding job, you can still not just find pockets of time, but make it like, okay, if you can't work Mary Kay this week, that's okay. You don't have to if you can't.
I love that. So it's super, super flexible. How about you, Marissa B?
Yeah, I really, I kind of have to echo what everybody has said. It's really just finding what works for you. I started this out, and I might be jumping a little bit ahead, but, I got started in this because I was like, oh, wait, I can get that much product for only that much money. And I was like, well, that makes sense to me. Sign me up. And I wanted the discount. And then the more that I got involved with the culture and having that positivity, and we're not really in a world today where there's a lot of that positivity, especially amongst other women, for whatever reason that may be. But it was just so different and so refreshing to have women that are there to cheer you on and that have your back. So I digress. Back to back to the question. But you find those pockets of time that work for you. For me, a lot of the time I will take little time out of my weekend and just kind of look at the week ahead, see what I have coming up. I do like my meal prepping then too. Isabella's still young yet, so she's not quite in school, but she started preschool. So we're like, okay, Tuesdays, Thursdays is preschool day. And, so we make it work. And right now my husband's home working from home because of COVID and everything. So that lends a little bit of flexibility to our schedule right now as well.
I love that. So, like right now, my kids are right out there playing video games. So you might hear them because they're like, "No, no, yeah, I got him." Like, okay, guys, shh, mom's live, which is a lot of what happens at our house. How about you, Messina, down there? How do you fit it in with your schedule? How do you fit your business in?
You just fit it in, because I think if we wait to find the time to fit it in, we won't ever fit it in. So just like everybody else, you find those pockets of time. You make sacrifices for things. You want to be, I want to be out watching the basketball game right now, but I know this is part of my business, so I'm taking that time away to be in here, and then I'll hurry up out there and hope that the Lakers win. But no, you just fit it in, because oftentimes we meet with different women and they're just like, oh, you don't have the time. I didn't have the time. Now that I'm in it, we know what it's worth. We know what we need to do to run our business, to make extra money for our family, to buy things for our family, and we just fit it in because we know that the time may never come. That's perfect timing. So you just got to do it. And then if you need to take time off or you need to move an appointment to another day, that's what you do. But you just have to do it, because the time will never be there if you wait for the time to come.
Yes, that's so powerful. Like so powerful. Cause I know I talk to so many women, or I've had people join my team and they're like, Alyssa, I don't know when I'm gonna fit this in. And I'm like, listen, once you start working your business and you see what you can get out of it, you're gonna know and you're gonna want to fit it in. And we always, as women in general, we find time for the things that are important to us. And, we make it work. And if having extra money is what motivates you or whatever you need to get out of your business, you're going to find the time to do it. And so I think that's huge. All right, we have 2 more quick questions to get through. So this one I want you guys to try to answer in like 10 seconds or less. But what motivates you to continue to work your Mary Kay business? What makes you, like, when things get tough, you don't just throw in the towel, right? Because here's the thing. People think that direct selling must be hard because I see people join a business and then they quit. And the reality of it is, it's not hard. It's just, can you stick it out? Can you figure it out? What are you going to do to make it work? And that's why I've been in this business for 10 years. It's because I am not willing to ever give up when something gets hard. And so what motivates you guys to stay at your businesses and stay working at them? I'll have each of you go. So we'll have Ashley go first.
Okay, 10 seconds is going to be hard, but for me, I mean, it's a couple of things. One is because I do have a dream, that I can do this more than, my regular job, right? So I feel like I was not created to be an IT project manager, right? I feel like I have more to give the world and to give women than that, right? So I want to be able to, touch more lives, right? And I want to be able to show my kids that you can do something that you're passionate about and work it into your life, even if I am still doing another job, right? So that's as short as I can get it, but that's kind of the crux of it, right? Is just because it's worth it. I don't know, because I love it.
I love that you said because you have a dream. And her dream exceeds the hard work that she knows she's going to have to put in. And she knows, as we all do, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And so we know that our Mary Kay businesses aren't going to be either. We're not going to be overnight successes. We are in a marathon, not a sprint. And we all embrace that. How about you, Jenna? What keeps you motivated?
I say it is that women count on me, and men, for their skincare needs. There's a lot of people who have had problems with their skin, and I have seen the confidence change in them. So, they need to get their skincare. So I need to help them stay confident and service them with their skincare needs. So, kind of my customer base is what sort of keeps me going.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, because they depend on us. We know what lipstick shade they are when they throw theirs away when it's empty and forgot to tell us that they needed it before they threw it away. So we are needed and we love that. All right, Messina, how about you? What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated is I'm a team player, right? I played sports, so the fact that I have other people like all of you that I can reach out to and say, hey, I'm kind of not sure what to do. Do you have any idea? The fact that I have a team willing, able to suggest things to me that either they've done, have worked, or just stuff like that. So those are the things that get me unstuck. And also, of course, the women that we're able to touch, or men, the people that we're able to get in front of definitely motivates me by far. So that's
Yes.
it.
Messina is one of the biggest team players that I know. Like even before she was part of our unit, I knew she was a team player. And those are the kind of women that we look for to be a part of our team. Are the women who are team players. They want to see other people win. They want to help other people win while they're winning themselves. And because iron sharpens iron, right? And we make each other better and we know that. And so that's so powerful, such a powerful thing to get out of having a business. How about you, Marissa B? What keeps you motivated?
Okay, mine's not going to be 10 seconds. Sorry. I'm long winded. However, my reason is all the women that we're able to reach. And I don't just mean that through makeup. Okay. Yeah, makeup is a part of it, but there's nothing like, and this might be the teacher in me, there's nothing like having a woman who has been, put down before, or maybe is in her own mind, maybe it even herself has those negative connotations and thoughts of herself. And she puts that makeup on for the first time and she has a session with you. And she's like, oh my God, I look pretty. And she has that moment, that aha moment that the kids have when you're teaching them. And it's very, very powerful. I recently lost my mom this June. And she's one of the reasons that I do this. My mom was always the person that put others first and forefront. And I know so many other women out there like that didn't take the time for themselves, that didn't think that they were important. And I want to bring that to other women and make them realize that, yes, you are important. Yes, you do deserve it. And I want to be the one to bring it to them.
Yes, that was an awesome answer. I love that, Marissa B. I love it. That aha moment, that spark of confidence that we can see in them, it gives it to us right back, right? Like we see them feel it and then we feel it because they felt it. It's like the most amazing feeling in the world. And it's almost addictive from our perspective because we just want to see how many people can we help to feel that way. Mary Kay Ash, our founder, always said, anytime you see anyone, they picture that they have a sign hanging from their neck that says make me feel important, and we take that really seriously. So I love that. All right, Allison, you next, and then I have one final question to close us out.
Oh man, making me go last. Okay. Something original that has not already been said. So what motivates me besides all of that is my future and my future children, and God willing, my future children, one way or another. I know my fiance as well is a teacher. And as much as I do love my students and those aha moments that Marissa talked about, it's not something that can get us the lifestyle that we want to give to our children. And it's not my final dream in life. And I know Ashley talked about that, but I know that my Mary Kay business can be more for me. It can allow me to stay home with my kids like Alyssa does and be a stay-at-home work from home mom and show my children that there's more out there. And my big goal in life is to write. And yeah, more than, a curriculum, I'd like to write actual like books and things. And Mary Kay can be my pathway to that. So kind of just smaller dreams and bigger dreams for myself and for my family.
Yes, I love that. We gained a girl. So hi, Emerson is joining our panel. And I'll say for me, what motivates me is all of you. And just knowing that when you work hard, you can just have anything that you ever dreamed of. And the things that are on your vision board, you're capable of bringing them to life. And for me, that's been huge. And it's grown my faith so much. And it keeps me motivated to want that for other women. I want them to reach that God-given potential that they don't even know they have inside of them. And that's the biggest thing. We as women have so much potential that we have not even tapped into. But it's just, it's amazing to help other women bring that to light. All right, last question. And then we'll close out and say bye. What is the one thing that you wish more people knew about the power of being an entrepreneur? So what's the one thing that you wish more people knew about the power of being an entrepreneur? Whoever wants to go first can go first. I won't make anyone, I won't call you out. All right, guys, don't all jump at once. There's Janelle.
I would say that everybody has some sort of entrepreneur in them, and they just need to find what makes them tick and what's creative. We all have that gift, and it's in there, and you just need to dig deep down to find out what it is, because you never know whose lives you're going to touch with whatever you choose to do. That's it.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Okay. So a couple of other things kind of building on that is that, it's rewarding and you can really kind of make your own even within the same company, right? So, all of these women on the screen here work our business differently, right? There are certain things that we enjoy more or that we're kind of drawn to more than others, right? So everyone kind of makes their own way and makes it work, right? You can be creative with it, you can have fun with it, you make it work for you, right? And it's rewarding and it's fun. I think, people come into this, not that it needs to be this labor of love, like it needs to be this laborious thing. It can just be fun, right? And that's what it should be. That's what a job should be, right? Like they say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, right? So it's remembering that actually is possible. You know what I mean? You don't have to like struggle with it. You can have fun with it.
I love that. Marissa B., you want to go next?
Yeah, so I think also just that freedom and flexibility that we do have. Like Allison said, this isn't something that, oh my gosh, I have to show up to the office and I have to be there at 7 o'clock and I need to be there till 5. No, you fit it in when you fit it in. And it is fun. A lot of us do this just because, well, we started out because we wanted the products. I know at least 2-3 others on here. We got it and we are like, oh, we just want the product. Yeah. So that was me too. But it gave you a sisterhood too. I have a brother and I'm so thankful for my brother. But with this opportunity, I got a whole bunch of sisters. And I really, really needed that sisterhood this year. So that's a whole other package deal that came in my Mary Kay box that I didn't know was going to be in there.
Yes, I love that, Marissa B. All right, anyone else want to share? Allison, go ahead.
So I know I don't have any kids of my own, but just what I've seen this business do for all of your kids, and I know that sounds so weird, but I have terrible baby fever, but like not enough to actually have a baby at the current time. But just like listening to the dreams, the aspirations, the way, the mindsets of all of the children within the pink bubble, it's just that is what I want for my kids. And just imagine what an entrepreneurship can do for your children's mindset. It doesn't have to be a rigid, you do this and then you do this and then you do this. All of the kids are growing up in this very freedom and flexibility, and you can go as far as you want mentality. And I absolutely love that. And I wish more people knew what it can do, not just for you, but for your family.
I love that. That's so powerful, Allison. Yes. Messina, do you want to share quick?
Sure. Just quickly, so what is exciting? I don't even remember the question. I'm sorry. But talking about entrepreneurship, like, all of us have been out of the home and right. So with everything with the pandemic and COVID going on, we realized that a work at home business is doable, right? So I just think that being able to run your own business does not have to be very stressful. It doesn't have to be that you have so much responsibility. You just take it in strides, and it doesn't have to be an all day. It doesn't have to be, a 9 to 5. You can really do power starts within, an hour or 2 hours, or, work on Monday and work on Wednesday and Saturday. You just learn to fit it in, especially with this. So don't look at it as like it has to be this, stressful thing. I don't know what to do about working my own business. Like, all of that is given to you. We're all here to help you. Mary Kay designed this for women to move up the career path. It's all laid out for you, but you can add in your own twist, and you have your own group of women that you can bless and bring a part of your journey with you. Like, it's so powerful to have this opportunity. I knew it existed, and I'm just blessed that I was offered the opportunity. And that's what I hope to do to other women, because this is such an unknown, community, and it's just really can be for anybody in any situation at any point in their life.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to share real quick and then we'll say bye. So, my answer to this question, so if you forgot what the question was already, the question was, what do you wish more people knew about entrepreneurship, like the gift of being an entrepreneur? And I will tell you that for me, I wish more people knew that anything was possible. Anything is possible. When we're little girls, we dream really big. And then as we start to grow, people get in our ear and they squash our dreams, or they tell us everything that they think we should do with our life, or, oh, don't do that, do this, right? And for me, it almost got to a point where I almost didn't know how to make decisions for myself. Like, I second guessed every single thing that I was ever going to do. Any big moment in my life, I was like, should I do this? I don't know if I should do this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And so for me, the gift of entrepreneurship has given me true freedom from that. It's given me freedom. It's given me flexibility. I love that I design my own paycheck, as does my husband now, because he caught my entrepreneurial bug and started his own business. But it's one of those things where when you work from where if you don't work, you don't feed your family, and it's all dependent on you. A couple of years ago, I asked myself, why am I working so hard to make someone else money when I can work just as hard to build the lifestyle that I want for myself on my terms? And that what has been motivating me forever. And so I want to leave you with the thought of, if you're looking for something because you need a little bit of extra money, this might be the answer for you. If you're looking for something because you might need the sisterhood, this might be the answer for you. If you're looking for something because you need some me time, you just want something for yourself, this might be the thing for you. if you're looking for something that's going to build your confidence and it's going to help you grow as a person, this might be the thing for you. But it starts with you, right? And it's having that faith over fear, because faith and fear can't exist in the same place at the same time. And I am so glad that 10 years ago, my faith was bigger than my fear, and that I did not make this an organ donating decision, even at a time where I really wasn't even considering having my own business. It was kind of like a fluke thing. I just wanted the products. And so if you just want the products, great, give it a try. If you want to have a side hustle, great, give it a try. If you want to do it full time like I do, great, give it a try. Because you never know what could be hiding now in your $30 e-start, right? You could do it $30, $100, doesn't matter. So we just want you to know that we appreciate you for watching. It's been fun. We hope you've enjoyed the stories that you've heard tonight. I hope that you can see how many different personalities and different ethnicities and different backgrounds and different job experiences lie behind the women who are out there pursuing and building a Mary Kay business, because it is such a powerful thing that makes us so unique. And so we're going to count up the comments. We're going to let this video up for 24 hours. And then in 24 hours, so tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I will go live and we will pull our winners for our prizes. So we're going to have a cash giveaway, a product giveaway, and an e-start giveaway. We hope that you enjoyed this. We are signing off. Everybody unmute, say bye.
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 Joining us. All right.
Bye. Good night. Thanks, everyone.